Good night, everyone. We will be presenting on cyberbullying. Our group is made up of 10 persons. 5 are tasked with preparing the presentation, and the other 5, which are the persons who will be speaking tonight, were tasked with actually doing the presentation. My name is Nikita Khan, and I will be doing the first 2 slides. What is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is a form of bullying that takes place through digital devices like smartphones, computer, and tablet. Cyberbullying is when someone uses the internet, social media, or other online platforms to hurt or bully another person. This can include spreading lies, sending mean messages, posting embarrassing pictures, or intentionally excluding someone. This goal is often to make the person feel upset, scared, or isolated. It is like bullying, but the bullying happens online instead of in person. I now go on to forms of cyberbullying. Now, there are different types of forms of cyberbullying, but I will only focus in on 4 forms. The 4 forms are harassment, flamming, impersonating, and out. Harassment. Harassment involves sending repeated aggressive messages to intimidate or harm the recipient. For example, a bully may repeatedly message a classmate or someone with threat or insult, causing the person to be fearful or in distress. Flamming. Flamming involves using hostile language in an online forum to provoke an argument. An example would be someone posting inflammatory comments in a public group where others join in to target one single person. Impersonating. Impersonating is when someone pretends to be another person in an event to harm the said person reputation. This might include creating a fake profile, a fake social media account, or posting inappropriate content under someone else's name. Outing. Outing occurs when someone shares sensitive information about a person without their consent with the aim of embarrassing or causing shame on the person. For instance, sharing someone's private messages or photo publicly with the intent of harming them. I'll now hand you over to my other colleague, which will continue another form of cyberbullying, another presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nikita. My name is Miriam Hamer, and I will continue on the forms of cyberbullying. There are 3 other forms of cyberbullying, which are exclusion, cyberstalking, and trolling. Exclusion, just as it states, means to exclude or to leave out someone from somewhere. In this instance, it means to leave out persons from the internet or from the group, that the online group that another person might have created. And we know that especially young people, that can come over as rejection, because the young people would want to be in the group, in the famous group and so on. But when they are left out of these things, they feel rejected. Cyberstalking involves obsessive monitoring of someone's online account. And well, we know that stalking means, you wouldn't leave the person alone. You're always there, you're always checking, you always want to know. In the same way, online, that can happen too. And also trolling also is posting provocative comments to upset or harass other persons. We know there are many troublesome persons who do not like to see people, um, quiet and so on. They always want to make trouble. So this is what you call trolling online, making trouble by posting, obscene comments and so on about person, whether true or lie. And now I will let you know of a story, a tragic story that happened to a 15-year-old girl who was affected severely by cyberbullying. So Amanda Todd, her case story talks about her posting a nude photo, and that mistake led to her being bullied, to her being blackmailed, to her having so many struggles. She ended up cutting herself and so on because everybody looked at her as, like she was nothing, like she, did the worst. And that affected her, as I said, severely, to the end where she had to change more than 3 different schools and, communities and so. But that mistake, that one mistake, followed her wherever she went. And eventually she could not have took it anymore and took her life. And after this, there were many things, ripple effect from her taking her life. And I will pass on to my other colleague that will let you know these rippling effect that happened because of Amanda Todd's story.
Good night, everyone. My name is Cheryl Innes. Okay. Continue on the impact of Amanda Todd's story. Following Amanda's case, several countries, including Canada, enacted or strengthened laws to address bullying. Amanda's story became a pivotal moment, prompting social media platforms to implement more robust reporting tools and inspiring schools to include bullying prevention in their curriculum. The Amanda Todd Legacy Society was established to promote mental health awareness and preventing bullying. I will continue now on solutions. To address cyberbullying, we need to take preventative measures. This including educating young people about respectful online behavior, encouraging bystanders to report bullying, and enforcing strict anti-bullying policies. Together, we can create a safer digital space for everyone. Thank you. I will now hand you over to my other colleague.
Good night, everybody. My name is Rosalind Emmanuel, and I am doing some of the solution for cyberbullying. Education and awareness for cyberbullying is speaking awareness. Schools should teach children about cyberbullying. Encouraging and reporting. Platforms should implement robust reports on cyberbullying. Oh, just a minute. Oh, God. Don't change it. Support for victim. Providing support, providing support and resources for a victim is essential and for cyberbullying. You could, for the victim, we could have counseling system, hotline safety measures, and talks to encourage them about cyberbullying and for them to be aware of it. Parental involvement. Parents can play a critical role by discussing online behavior and encouraging children about cyberbullying, and children should speak up. Policy and legal measures about cyberbullying. The government and education institution should establish a clear policy regarding cyberbullying and outlining consequences and produce for cyberbullying. Laws that specify addressing cyberbullying can help hold prioriters accountable and provide form a framework for invention. Many countries have enact laws that impose penalty on cyberbullying, like Canada have a protection Canadian Farm Online Crime Act. Makes it illegal to share anything about anyone for cyberbullying. I'll now pass you on to my next colleague.
Good night, everyone. My name is Brittany John. I will be finishing the solutions for cyberbullying. Promoting positive online behavior. Encouraging positive interactions and celebrating diversity online can help counteract the negative impacts of cyberbullying. Campaigns that promote kindness, empathy, and understanding can foster a more supportive online community. Lastly, block. By far the most reported response by team was to block the person doing the bullying. Solutions for cyberbullying. In conclusion, addressing cyberbullying requires a collective effort from individuals, families, schools, and society. By educating ourselves and others, supporting victims, and holding bullies accountable, we can create a digital environment that is safer and more respectful for everyone. Let's take a stand against cyberbullying. Together, we can make a difference. Lastly, call to action. Together, we can make the digital world a safer, more respectful place. Thank you. That is the end of our presentation.